Welcome back to another Professional Picks college basketball video. Finally made it to the Final Four. We went 2-1 on our Elite Eight picks that we dropped on Saturday, hitting on UConn and Miami, one loss being on Creighton. In total, we're at 15-6 on the tournament, up around 9 units. We'll take that every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you're enjoying the videos. Just appreciate you guys interacting with us. Let's get straight into these games. Gonna make this a quicker video. Looking at the left-hand side of the bracket, we got number 9, Florida Atlantic. Only 3 losses on the year, so nobody can really say they're surprised to be here, but obviously a mid-major team making it to the Final Four. Always big news. Not exactly the matchup we're expecting, but nonetheless, we got Florida Atlantic going up against San Diego State. San Diego State, very defensive team, likes to play their games in the 50s, 60s scoring wise. And after watching a few of their games this tournament, they do play very solid defense without fouling, put a lot of pressure on the ball handlers. NFAU has just been as impressive in their own play style. Just plays really selfless basketball, great team passing, a lot of perimeter shooters, a lot of ball handlers, and then a couple of solid posts who rebound the ball. And just really, this team plays a lot bigger than their size listed on the paper. The second they beat Tennessee, I knew this team was tough, especially as a smaller mid-major team going up against Tennessee, a team that just wants to bully you. I almost view this matchup quite similarly. I don't think San Diego State's a great offensive team. They really just rely on their defensive pressure and their play style to carry this team. One X factor, Darion Trammell. Every game I've seen them play, they seem to be down by a couple points heading into the stretch. He hits a couple floaters, couple threes, gets sent to the line. He hits the game-winning free throw. In the last one against Creighton, I honestly feel like they hit a lot of timely shots. You can't take anything away from them. Their defense keeps them in those games, but they've consistently been down at the end and just heat up at the right time. So genuinely, I think Florida Atlantic +2 here is the great play. I think they're much more skilled as a team. Yes, they're giving up some size. San Diego State's going to want to keep this one low scoring, ground and pound type of game, just keep it in the paint. But the way I saw FAU play Tennessee, especially in that second half, when their shots start falling, and they could play just as tough on the defensive end as their opponent. I like Florida Atlantic to score the basketball a lot more here. Yes, it didn't work out for us against Creighton, but that game was called like a 90s throwback game. There's only 17 free throws attempted in the entire game, which greatly favors San Diego State and their physicality. I don't think you're going to get a game called like that in the Final Four. I expect a quick whistle. They're going to call every little thing because everybody in the world is going to be watching this one. I like Florida Atlantic. I think they're a better team. I think they're going to score more points in this one. A big thing for San Diego State in slowing down Creighton was just their ball pressure, whether it was just guarding Nemhard up and down the court the entire game, or just really pressuring Trey Alexander. They hurt Nemhard. They chopped for a foul, didn't call it. He went out for a few minutes, and then that's when San Diego State went on their run. I don't think they're going to have the same benefit in this game. You got several guys who could act as the point guard for Florida Atlantic. I don't think the pressure is going to be as much. I almost think it's going to hurt them. I don't really think it would be wise for them to get out pressure to them full court. The way they pass and handle the ball, I think could backfire them on this in this matchup. I love Florida Atlantic +2. That's the play in this one. Game 2, definitely the better matchup as far as just on paper and what the fans want to see. Number 5 Miami versus number 4 UConn. UConn's been the powerhouse and is the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing at this point. See that in the line here. They're 5.5-point favorites in the Final Four. Pretty much blown everyone out they've played against so far. They haven't played full, complete games every time up. I can't remember if they were down, but it was very close against Iona. and then same deal in their second round game against St. Mary's. It was close in the first half. I'm not saying Miami's going to win this game. I do think they keep it close, though. I love Miami plus 5.5. Give me the points here. Another Final Four game. Expect a well-called whistle. But the real reason for this is UConn, very balanced team. They could beat you in many ways. But Miami, their play style, seen it all tournament. They really rely heavily on those guards. Isaiah Wong, Nigel Pack, been saying it over and over. And then, especially in that last game, Jordan Miller, the small forward, didn't miss a shot, scored like 27 points. Really just put him on his back. Well, yes, they got Andre Jackson. Probably be the one matched up with Miller. Probably do a good job on him. Sanogo will be on Omer. But I think the real challenge in this game is going to be Tristan Newton and Jordan Hawkins against Nigel Pack and Isaiah Wong. I mean, everybody on UConn's pretty much a great player, but I will take those matchups. I'll take Newton and Hawkins to guard Wong and Pack versus Andre Jackson, who's one of the best defenders in the country, and then Sanogo, who is one of the best posts in all the country. I think Miami's gonna be able to put points on the board. Obviously, we're relying a lot on some perimeter scoring, but they've been in the 80s just about every game besides that opening round matchup with Drake. They only hit 2 threes last game and still put up 88. They've just been finding ways to win so far this tournament. And while they probably won't win this game, I think they're going to keep it close enough to cover the 5.5 points. UConn's been dominant, but there is a lot of scoring on that Miami side. We saw it in the last game, even they were down almost 20 in the second half, looked over, and they somehow won the game by 7 points. This team could get hot, and for that reason, they could stay in any matchup. Never make my picks based off of this, but the world's on UConn right now, even at the minus 5.5. Always good to fade the public. But Miami plus 5.5 is the play. Florida Atlantic +2 is the play. And we'll just wrap up with our promotion. As always, we have our partnership with Prize Picks. You can see there on the left, we'll match your first deposit up to $100 using the promo code PROPICKS. It's a daily fantasy app, so you could use it in betting in legal states. We're going to be putting some more videos out this upcoming season, so probably next November at this point. But I'm going to be posting some more Prize Picks bets, so give it a look if you haven't already. That is on our agenda for next season. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Gonna have one more video coming out for the national championship game, but I wish everybody good luck as we head into the championship weekend.